Hi guys, how's everything going? Hey Stonewolf, how you doing? Um, Here's my regularly scheduled live. How is everybody doing? There we go. Just had to drop Nicole down to the basement because she didn't have her YouTube side muted. That's okay. She'll come up on panel if she needs to. I'm just in the process right now of making her stick because she has a couple of hot dogs there that she wanted to roast. So using the little baby mossy oak to carve this up for. How's everybody been? It's been a pretty good week. I know it was only there a couple of days ago I was on Monday for a walk, getting ready for a trip. Our trip went off pretty good. Um, but hey, barbecue rockstar, how you doing? I gotta hang on a second, guys. I gotta situate this a little better so I can see the chat room. There we go. That worked out pretty easy. So yeah, like I said, I was on Monday for a little while. That was just me getting ready to go out on a trip for a day, and that went pretty well. Um, Although I believe I was a little bit late getting out for the berries. That's all you can do about that, you know. Well, I did get a few, so that'll be in my video on Monday. I'll put that up on Monday. So hope everybody's doing well. It's always nice when people are doing well, that's for sure. You see this, Nicole? This is going to be your stick so you can roast your own wieners. Hamilton in the room? Hey, Hamilton, how you doing? Hope all is well. I'm going to do this so you can roast one wiener at a time. How about that? Nice piece of maple. Maple's good for roast wieners on. Nice piece of hardwood. So it's been quite a week so far, guys. I'm really hoping to get out again and get some more stuff for you guys to see. I want to try to get down and get some nice animal photos for you guys. See if I can't catch a couple of moose on video. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Thanks for sneaking in. Hi Rebecca, how are ya? Johnny's still at work, so he sneaks in to say hi. That's fabulous. I really appreciate that, Johnny. It's all nice and clean, Nicole. There we go. One Weenham roaster stick. Just for you. No sharp edges on it, so you won't cut yourself. Yeah, so I had a mail call the other day too, guys. I don't have the video up yet, but I will be putting the video up later on this evening. I'll put the video up, so probably just before bed or something for me, so it'll be middle of the day for some of you guys. But I had a great mail call from Dave, and I'm actually going to use it here now before I even put the mail call out. Hi, Colleen. How are you doing? Speaking of Dave, how are you? It's nice to see you in here. I appreciate you stopping in. Dave is probably still at work, is he? Might be on his way home now. He's not out. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'd love to get stickers. I hope you were talking to me because I love getting stickers. I gotta get my new stickers done up now too. I'm just waiting to hear back on a couple of things to get finalized to see where I can get my stickers done and if I can get them done for a better price and whatnot. You know, any savings is a good savings, right? That's just how it goes. You see what I'm doing? Let me tip this down a bit so you can see me a little bit better, hey? You don't need to see the sky as much as me, what? There you go. I'm peeling some slivers of birch bark to get ready for my fire. This stuff shreds down. It goes down to like paper thin sheets. It's really good for starting fires. And everybody knows that. I'm just telling you. Things you already know. But I just likes to make it into a little bit of a confetti type thing. Because, like I said, I've got a couple of new things to try out here now. And it's new things for me, but it's old things that I've used before. You know? Some of them are, some of them are not. Shouldn't be tearing that one off. That's the one I was supposed to keep for the bottom. Way to go, way to go, way to go. Tear up the one I was supposed to keep. Yes, that's always good, what? You guys might be noticing the little StreamYard logo back up in the corner. That's because I downed my program, so I just had 6 people on panel now, not up to 10. That's enough for what I use it for anyway, so I'm going to get back into just my regularly Wednesday lives and maybe a Sunday live. We got to see how the Sunday one comes along before that's a permanent thing, you know? Now, something else I got from my fire starting, I actually got when I was out yesterday. Let me show you. I don't know what they're called. I really don't know what they're called. But they grow this purple color flower on top. And when they're ready to seed out, if anybody knows what this is, let me know. I don't know the name of it. But man, oh man, oh man. I'm thinking it's going to be a really good flash tinder. Look at this. It's these little long slivery pods that grows on them. They grow like almost like a you see that? It's hard to see it, I know. Here it is. They grow these little pods, and when the pods open up, there's all these little fluffy seeds. Almost like dandelion, tops of dandelion, but they're all bunched together so tightly compacted together. It only took a second to grab a handful of it. And I'm thinking this is going to make a really, really good flash tinder. Okay, Johnny, I'll see you. You know, I'll be on Dave's after this, so we'll see you then. Thanks for stopping in. So I'm going to poke that in the middle. Whoa. Not all of it. I'm going to save some. Put that back in the pocket because it blows around all over the place. Who do we got coming up? Dave. Hey, Dave. How you doing?
All right, buddy. How you doing?
Good. I was just talking about you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was saying I got a really good mail call there yesterday, and I got the video done.
Cool.
I don't have the video up yet, but I'm going to use what you sent in the video.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
I was just showing everybody this fluff stuff. I don't know what kind of flower it is that's growing, but they grow up tall.
Right.
And just the tops of them turn into these little stems and put all this fluffy stuff out on it.
Yeah. Some
And
sort
it
of a
looks like this.
ragweed, I guess, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be a really, really, really good flash tinder.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
So
yeah. Oh,
I'm going to give it a
you
go.
guys batting down them hatches for that hurricane, man.
That's actually not supposed to hit the Avalon Peninsula.
Well, that's good then. Yeah,
The
that's good.
track says it's going to hit the west coast, so
Yeah, yeah. It looks like
I guess to escape that one.
yeah, looks like we might have one ourselves next weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of forming up over top of Cuba right now, and they say it might shoot up Florida, South Carolina, and then on up into Virginia. So we'll see.
it's always a worry this time of the year. You never
It
know when
always
you're going to get hit.
is. You never know. That's for sure.
I'm going to show off now one of the things that you sent me.
Cool.
This is one of the things that Dave sent me.
Oh my goodness. All right, man. Are we going to use it now?
I'm going to use it now.
All right.
And here's the little striker and flint and steel.
Yeah.
Now these here, Dave, these I'm assuming are
Kinda
like a fat wood.
Yeah, sort
Like
of. Yeah,
fat wood rope.
right. They're impregnated
Yep.
with goo and stuff. Yeah.
And this is like a fluff. You fluff it for a tinder, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to hang on to these
Sounds
because
good.
I can see those being really good in
And a lot of those ferro rods, you have to scrape that black stuff off.
Yeah,
Before it'll take a
I
spark.
scraped it a little bit already. So
Oh, good. Okay.
it throws some really nice sparks off of this one, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's good. Awesome, man.
Let me see if I can turn you guys now and get you set so you can see what I'm doing without dropping everything.
There you go.
You
That's
see
good.
that? You see that okay? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a good flash in there, but it goes out so freaking quick.
Yeah. There you go.
And there we go.
All right, man. That's beautiful.
I gotta say, Dave, that's better than the strikers I bought here.
Well, I'm glad it worked out, man. Awesome.
I threw some sparks on it on my little. I threw some sparks on it on my video where I open your mail,
Uh-huh.
and I could tell from then, and even the weight, the heft of it,
Yeah.
is way better than the strikers that I buy here. Because I bought a couple of different types of strikers and that, just because I do a little bit of outdoorsy stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah. I love using them. I sure do.
So do I. But this one kind of takes the cake on the ones that I've gotten from here. Even I got one about the size of that, and I say it only weighs half as much.
Right.
It must be made out of some kind of softer metals or something. But that one
could
throws
be.
some. That one
Yeah.
throws some amazing sparks. So
Yeah. Well, that's
that's
awesome,
kind
man.
of.
Beautiful.
I really, I got so excited when I saw that package in the mail.
Ain't nothing like it in the package, man. Yeah, that's for sure.
No. So how's everything down your way?
Well, it's been pretty hot here the last couple days. We got one more day of really hot weather, and then Friday they're talking about no higher than 70 Fahrenheit during the day, and maybe as low as 52 or 53 Fahrenheit at night.
Go away.
It's
Well,
starting to back off.
it's only in the 50s here now.
Right.
When I came out here earlier, I had to take my jacket with me
Wow. Yeah.
before I started cutting up wood. Right? When I start cutting up wood, obviously you get
Yeah.
warm.
We're in that time of year where it'll be hot one day and cool the next, and it'll do that
Yeah.
for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then finally, it'll start making that slide down where it's cool to cold all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, one of the best things I think about this time of the year now is because it's in these months, it's a bit cooler. It's a bit easier to
Get out and play.
get out and walk, and
Yeah.
go somewhere. I mean, like especially when you're lugging around a backpack full of gear.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
it makes quite a difference being able to just getting up the first hill here.
Oh, sure. Absolutely, man.
I'm not covered in sweat. I'm not soaking wet by the time I get to the top of the hill.
Yeah. Or you've been outside for a couple hours and all you think about is going in the house, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's too much heat.
Yeah, it's pretty bad out there right now. It's like, I don't know, 88, 89 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, so it's still really warm there today.
Really, really, really warm. And they say sometime tomorrow it's supposed to get up to about 91 or 2, and then heavy thunderstorms will come in and the temperatures will drop off 40 or 50 degrees.
Wow, that's a big drop though when you think about it. You know?
But that's Virginia for you. It will do just that. It'll swing.
I can sympathize with you on that. Hey, Drunken Chef, how you doing?
Hey, Drunken Chef. All right, man.
Thanks for coming in.
Well, I ordered Chef's rubs. I'm kind of looking forward when they get here so we can test them out, man.
Yeah, I gotta get some of these rubs too. I keep saying I gotta get them, and I keep putting it off and ended up buying other things.
Right.
My big thing now is I'm trying to do up some packages to send out to people.
Cool. All right, man.
So,
yeah, if you're going to send stuff now, man, especially out of Canada, right now is the time, because here in another 2 or 3 weeks, shoot,
stuff is just going to get backlogged with Christmas stuff.
Oh my
goodness. I'm already going to end up getting stuff backlogged in Christmas stuff. I know that. Yeah, that's just going to happen.
Do you know Matt from My Day Off lives out in Alberta?
Yeah.
Okay. Me and him started talking, and we decided to trade his stickers. And this was like Thanksgiving of last year. I finally got his in late January, and he finally got mine in February.
Oh my gosh.
And he and his partners are out ice fishing. And it must have been horrible, horrible cold. But he was on a satellite phone and was holding my sticker up, and he's like, it came. You know? Yeah.
That's the best ones, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because it was
you're taking the time out of being in the freezing cold, the dead of winter, whatever, and taking the time to give me a shout out for your sticker thing.
Yeah, it couldn't have gotten any colder where he was at. It was just, he would take a breath, and you could just see it just literally freeze as soon as it came out of his mouth, And
that's the ones they're throwing a cup of water in the air and it's freezing before it hits the ground.
Right. And he and his partners were all sitting inside the little snow house thing, fishing. And they were like, hey, Dave, what's the temperature there? And I said, it's currently about 77 Fahrenheit. And they were like,
oh my God.
Did he say what? And then they were trying to do calculations, and by my temperature would have come out to -4, So, yeah. It was high.
That's crazy. It's crazy cold in some spots here.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. I know when I was out yesterday, I was up, and when I stopped walking and put my backpack, I had a light jacket on my backpack. So when I stopped walking, I had to put my jacket on.
Right.
Because it was just on top of the hills, the cool breeze was blowing. It wasn't cold, but after walking for that long and generating the amount of heat I was walking, when I did stop, it did feel chilly.
Right. Yeah.
So,
well, I would imagine Friday night and Saturday, if it gets down to 53 or 54 Fahrenheit, we're gonna feel that.
Oh, you will. Yeah, you will.
And that hurricane.
55 is 10 degrees Celsius, I think.
Something like that.
So it was about 56 or 57 here as the high for today.
Right. Cool. That hurricane that's supposed to come up near you will be passing by us tomorrow sometime. And they say that the surf out here, where I've done some of these videos near the forts and stuff like that, would just be absolutely wild. So we're going to take a ride out there and see just how high these waves are.
What you can see, yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping to get the storm so I could do something similar to that. Down on the wharf here, with my last video where I got the big wave over me.
Yeah.
but now it's going to miss us completely. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if it stays
Yeah.
on track for what it is now, that could change. There's
It
no
could
guarantee.
change. And the way they were showing this model, the one that's supposed to be over top of us next weekend, they were showing that it could exit out on the Atlantic, South Carolina, North Carolina, then skirt the U.S. coast, slide up to Maine, and back up your way.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So, I don't
The
think any
big
of us
thing
are
with them is if they turn over to warm water, that's where
right.
That's
Yeah.
where they get all their power from. If they
Right.
start getting any amount of heat on the hurricanes and that, they're just going to intensify. They won't get
Right.
smaller.
Yeah.
They get bigger.
But this thing out there right now, they say it's like 130 mile an hour winds right now. Shit.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
When people hear that, a lot of people here get confused with that because they say 100 mile an hour wind. That's nothing. We has that all the time. No, we have 100 kilometer an hour. 100 kilometers is only 60 miles.
Right. Yeah.
So
This
people
is
get
the-
confused with that all the time up here. I notice that a lot with some people. They're like, that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. I said, you think 100 is bad here, double it.
Yeah.
Then you're talking the same. Then you're talking the
exactly.
same. Huh?
That kind of wind is the kind of stuff that destroys stuff. I mean, it just obliterates it, you know. So.
Well, I mean, like we had Igor hit here there a while back. That was a category 2 or 3.
Right.
And when that hit, that leveled some areas.
Yeah, this thing is a 4 right now. So whoever gets hit is going to know about it.
It's going to get hurt. Yeah, it's going to get bad.
Yeah. I see the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla are in the house.
Oh, hey, how you doing? I must have missed them coming in.
Yeah.
Gets in the middle of talking and doing stuff. See?
Yeah.
They probably came in when I was starting my fire.
Yeah, I was excited with that new striker, man. That was
When I took that, I was like, oh my god. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say what else was in the package because that's going to go for my
right.
video.
Yeah.
But I'm going to release that later on tonight sometime.
Oh, okay. Don't forget, a special person up there gets the magnet.
Yes. Now
Yes.
you're giving away things now, see? You already said about that. Hey, Rusty, how you doing?
Hey,
Destiny
Rusty.
Don, thanks for dropping in, guys. I appreciate it. You already said about that because when I opened it and she knew it was from you, she said, there's stuff in there for me. I said, I know, don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, we bought a number of those, and we're getting ready to send a package to Scott Cassidy, Canadian Beaver's little girl.
Yep.
And she's going to get something similar to that, and
Nice.
some coloring books and stuff that are from kind of like the U.S. side of things, you know, so she can see some of the animals here and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nicole says, thank you, Dave.
Oh, you're welcome. You're certainly welcome. Yeah.
She likes getting stuff in the mail, too.
Well, who doesn't? Yeah. You know, I think there's a kid in all of us.
Oh, God, yes.
Uh-huh.
Especially her. She gets jealous. I get stuff and she don't.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, I get excited if somebody sends me a pair of socks. You know, woo! You know.
I get excited when I get a letter in the mail.
Yeah. Well, I do too.
Especially
Yeah.
if it's like a personal letter from somebody. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
a
1 or
letter.
2 days a week, I'll get like a sticker from somebody, you know, and the mailman will put a big stack of stuff of junk mail in the mailbox, you know, advertisements. And this is me kind of rooting through there, and then I'll see like a stamp from, ooh, that's from Canada, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, grab that right quickly.
Yeah.
That's what I does every time I goes up and looks in the mailbox. I peeks in there. It's like, oh, it's something good.
Something different, yeah. So, but, the last one
That
I got was
was put in
Drunken
there.
Chef. Yeah, Drunken Chef sent me a nice sticker and a letter and all that. And,
Yeah, Chef, I want one of your stickers.
Okay, yeah.
Corner Clubhouse, how you doing?
Mhm.
You snuck in there too, did you?
Yeah, Audacity Dawning is in the house. Yeah, Corner Club
I saw Uncle G come in. Audacity, he came in. Cobalt 66 came in afterwards.
Yeah,
Mid conversation.
I heard that, man. But I tell you what, so many people have been watching my videos, and I can't thank them all enough. I think we
How
crossed
close are you?
3,000. We crossed
Oh,
3,000 today.
Good.
Yep, we crossed 3,000. So if we kept doing what we've been doing, I'd say 6 to 7 weeks now, we've probably crossed the 4,000 mark. So that's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
That's good. I hope it goes super fast. I hope he gets tons and tons of hours coming here now, guys. Everybody go and watch Dave.
Yeah.
Turn it on, let it run in the background, play the master list, and just leave it. Just turn it down and leave it.
And we're about to enter that time. Yeah, we're about to enter that time of the year where we can go outside and have some fun and do some camping, and you know. So I was at work today, and they called me back there and said, "Are you really going to retire?" I said, "Absolutely, I'm really going to retire."
You had to ask that, really?
Yeah. Well, they're so. Well, here in the U.S., I don't know what it's like in Canada, but every job is so short on people. They're like massively in the hole, and I don't know where everybody's hiding at, but just nobody's coming for any jobs, you know, and
yeah,
you know, so they generally have an employee. They're going to try to like talk you out of, you know, leaving and stuff like that. But I told them today, I said, you know what, I've been dreaming about this moment since I was 12 years old, and I just I'm ready. I'm just ready to have some fun and stuff. Yeah. Drunken Chef says it is in the works, Al. So it looks like you got a sticker on coming, man. Yeah. Right.
It'd be nice to add that to the board. I started my sticker board. Did you see my sticker board I added?
I believe I did see it, yeah.
I'm going to have to do a little short video for that, I think, and just put up a sticker board review short or something.
Did you see that one I put up today?
I never got a chance to look at it yet.
Oh my goodness! I would estimate there's probably 160 or 70 channels up here now.
Wow.
So, yeah. So.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
I know. Maybe later on during the live or something, we'll make an appeal for you to, you know, some of these folks to send you some stuff up here. But.
What I'm planning now, I think. If I fill, like that, I got that cabinet I can do the 2 doors and the side.
Right.
And if I fill that, then what I'm going to start doing is probably do a, almost like a photo album book.
Sure, yeah.
And do the stickers in that. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, like, there's only so many places you can stick stickers, you know. Without covering up ones that you've already got there that you don't want to cover up, right?
I am rapidly running out of room on this here cabinet walls, man. It's just there's still a little bit.
But that's an idea, though. You know how you get the plastic sleeves, the sheet protectors?
Yeah.
Stick them on paper and put them in those, and make like a sticker book, right?
Yeah.
And you can double side them, and I'm just looking for stuff now. I don't know what I did with my kit, but I know I'll bring it out.
Well, Chef says your sticker is in the mail.
Oh. Perfect.
Awesome, man. Awesome. What are we cooking out there tonight, man?
I got a little piece of steak to cook.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cook this up on your channel too, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I got a little piece of steak to cook. I'm just making myself a cup of coffee here now.
Right.
But I've also got a mystery item again.
Mystery item.
Something I cooked before. And everybody loved it when I cooked it, so I was like, oh, I'll do that again. And it was actually the wife's idea to do it again. She's like, why don't you make this while you're out there? Because I was going to make it and have it for my dinner. And she said, why don't you make it while you're out on your live? I said, okay.
Yeah. And she eats with you while you're out there, right?
She has her own stuff cooked.
I got you. Okay.
So, in a way, yes. But in a way, no. But she'll be out for some hot dogs. She got me to bring out some hot dogs for her.
Right. I think I saw where you do something I like to do. I'll take a stick and carve the bark off of it and stick the hot dog on it and hold it over the fire and stuff. Yeah.
That's what I do. That's what I got done.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I sure do.
Nice piece of maple. Maple is good for us too, because maple is a nice hardwood.
Yeah. So you feeling 100% recovered from that chip challenge?
I was best kind the next day. I was getting ready to go out the next day, only for it to start to rain.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that'll tell you I was fine afterwards.
Cool. Well, Britt MRE has his coming up in, 4 days?
On the 25th, yep.
Yeah.
On the 25th, I think he's is. So that's what? Friday?
Or
Or
is it
Saturday?
Friday? It's Friday or Saturday. One of the two. Yeah.
One of
Today's
those
the
days.
21st.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm. Oh God, I forgot to turn off my things. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Wrong button. Wrong button. Now I'm sideways. Now I'm back.
There you go.
There we
Urban
go.
Gardening Chronicles in the room. Rebecca Touched by Yarn is in the room.
How Urban Garden? How you doing? That sounded a little bit southern then, I think, when I said it, did it?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. You could pass for South
Hi,
Carolina.
Urban Garden. How you doing?
How you doing? How do you do, ma'am?
I don't know where that came from, but I am not southern at all. I'm Irish
Yeah.
and German, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I talked to LB, Woman Outdoors, earlier today, and she said that she might make an appearance on the live tonight.
Nice. It'd be nice to see her.
Yeah.
She had a live there when she came back. She had a lot of trouble with her channel.
Right. Right.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I thought I saw where she was talking about it, but then I lost track of what was going on. But
She her Facebook account got hacked because she
Right.
don't use her Facebook.
ah,
When they got into her Facebook account, then they got into her Instagram and her
Gotcha.
TikTok. And then from all of that, they were able to get into her Google account. And when they got into her Google account, of course, they changed her YouTube stuff on it.
gotcha. Yeah.
So she was locked out of everything. That's why we haven't been seeing any posts on it.
Yeah, because it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I actually seen something, and
Yep. So
um,
she's finally got it, and I'll say straightened out loosely because from what I can tell, she's still having a bit of a headache with it.
right.
But
saw where
she's
she was
finally
out.
got it straightened out.
I think she's out going to do some camping for the next 3 nights or something. So
Yeah, I'm just glad she didn't lose
everything,
everything.
because I think she just finally crossed 900 subscribers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, like, people got nothing better to do
They mess with other people's stuff.
than mess with other people. Doesn't burn with you. Go freaking find a job or something.
There you go. I mean, there's 8G in them around. I mean, shoot.
There's no trouble to go out and find a job that you're not going to be tormenting anyway or causing any problems.
Yep, you are correct. That's
They
just too easy. Yeah.
He just wants to cause problems.
Rebecca
And it's not
says-
like they get, half the times, it's not like you're getting anything out of it.
No, it's just it's a power thing with them. It's just
It's just making a headache and a problem.
Yeah.
That's all it's doing.
yeah. Rebecca says the 25th is Sunday. Yes, it is. Okay, cool.
Sunday, okay, Sunday.
And I think the way he was talking, it would be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it would.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
good. So he's going to have it on. That'll be about 3:30 for me, so it'll be on a bit early.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah, or the earlier the better. Yeah, the easier it is. But
Now, Mike from Turning Point Survival is going to try and get in touch with him. So if we sees him, let's get him to look up Mike. Or if Mike comes in, let's make sure
Okay.
that we get Mike looking up
sounds
the Brit
good.
Emery because Mike's chip showed up,
Oh yeah,
after
he needs some
everyone gets
company.
and he was saying like he'll do it anyway. He'll just do it anyway.
Right.
And I said, yeah. I said that's fine. I said, but
yeah.
Brit Emery is looking for people to join our
Yeah,
team.
he's put something up on my Facebook page saying that he was looking for at least 8 people.
Yep.
You know?
And it would be nice if we get someone from
The U.S. side of
over
the thing.
here.
Yeah, Canada or
Well,
something. Yeah.
Turning Point Survival's from Canada, so.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I said, because I said North America,
Right.
and Devil Dog went right aboard me. He's from Canada. I said North
North
America.
America. There
North
you go.
America, not
In other
America.
words, Mexico, U.S., and Canada. You know.
Yes. Right? You know it's Devil Dog, right? Gets right to
Oh
Vincent.
yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen much Devil Dog this week. I've seen Gary a good bit, but
Devil Dog was on my live Monday.
okay. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Bolly Theory, thanks for coming in. That
Yeah.
was completely unplanned, Dave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was late Monday night or early Tuesday
Yep.
morning is when I noticed it. Something like that, you
Yep.
know. What's that?
Well, it wasn't until I think it was around 8 o'clock my time when I went down.
Ah, okay.
That
So that
would
would
have
have
been
been about
9. That would have
6:30
been
my time.
9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30 a.m. or
Yeah.
6:30 p.m. my time. Yeah.
6:30 p.m. So
Yeah.
it was a bit late for me going on, and I was completely unplanned. Like I was just getting stuff ready to go on my hike
Right.
the
Oh,
next
okay.
day, and I was like,
Hammy
you
said
know,
that
maybe
Devil Dog ate 6 peppers last night, 2 reapers, 2 ghosts, 2 habaneros. Anyone heard from him today? No.
he's
That's
in
a
the
fire is
hospital.
probably still burning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No,
crazy.
no way, man.
He's crazy. Like this
Yeah.
is why he handled the hot chip challenge so well. See?
Right. Yeah. I think we saw a show put on. I really did.
Yeah.
He was
He
ready.
knew he was going. He knew he was going to handle that. Okay. I knew he wasn't going to back out. I kept saying it all along. I said he's not backing out of this. There's no way.
Yeah.
But the only time I thought he was serious was one time when we were on when he first started saying it because you started showing him all the videos.
Yeah. But I knew he was coming. I knew he was. He was baiting everybody along and you know,
building up the drama for it, building it up.
He had plans to do that all along.
He was like Hulk Hogan back in the day.
Right.
or The Rock.
Or The Rock, or
Put on the show and come on out and really give you a show for your money.
And there was a lot of people there. I mean, at one point in time, it was what, 50, 60 people? Something like
70.
that? 70.
It topped 70. Yep.
Wow.
Volley Theory, my tongue actually wasn't the problem. I don't know where the blood came from. I don't know if I told you that, Dave. But I don't know where the blood came from in my mouth. My tongue is fine.
Mm-hmm.
My roof of my mouth and that is all fine. None of my gums and that are sore.
I think it might have been the nostrils.
It could have been from the nose, from the sinus cavities in the back, or it could have been from my throat, because my throat was burning like I don't know what.
I bet, yeah.
And like I said, when you look back at the video, you'll see me, and I it's in the towel, and I folds it like this, and I puts it down, and then I does it again. I spits in the towel and I folds it over, and I throw that away. There's 2 big gobs of blood that came out that I was like, let's not show Nicole these because she freaked out when she saw a bit of blood.
But I tell you what, who almost derailed the whole operation was Doris.
Yes, little frigger. She knows. I don't care what anybody says. She knows what you're saying. She knows when you hit one.
Right.
And that's time to go.
Right.
Because there's times I counts to her like, well, I'm coming out there. And she'll come in or whatever, right? Or if she's doing something bad or whatever. Like a child, right? You count. Right. I'm coming. 3, 2, 1, and I'll get up and count. So she heard you counting 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I have 3 cats. And like you said, you can look at them and say, look, you better stop. And they'll just get up and leave, you know.
They know.
They know.
People think you can't train cats. You can.
You can. And I don't know about yours. Mine are not antisocial. They got to be right in the middle of everything. You know?
Dean. Okay, Valley Theory is Dean. Hi, Dean. You're more than welcome to come up on panel. I got the StreamYard link attached to the top of the comments there.
Yep.
Anybody is welcome to come up. My StreamYard is back down to 6 people.
That's still plenty of noise.
There's still plenty of people, so there's still 4 slots open for people to come up. Nicole has been periodically dropping a little post there. If you want to drop your channel link, just type backstep, all one word, like my banner is saying here on the bottom.
Right.
And Nightbot will drop your link in the chat room for you so everybody can connect to your channel.
Well, Hammy said that we all got to stop doing this hot stuff because we end up hurting somebody.
I'm going to still do some challenges, but I'm not going to do spicy challenges.
That's right. I'm
going to do some
Bob and Rapples or something, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to do some woodsy challenges or something.
Yeah.
Now, there's one challenge, in particular. I've seen people do it, and I don't really agree with it. It's not a challenge.
Steak
They
challenge?
say the one stick, yeah, the one stick challenge.
Yeah. I don't think that's a challenge because,
That's
I mean,
not a challenge because if my stick is this big, I'm gonna get a ton of firewood out of it.
right. Exactly. You know? And
Or
it's,
even if it's just this big, I can still make a fire out of that.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're out, anyone that's out in the woods or anyone that does any amount of camping, you don't need to
You
have a
don't really
lot of
need a.
wood to make a
No,
fire.
you really don't. You've seen me use that stick stove before, and ain't nothing
Yeah.
but little twigs, you know. So
Well, when I was out on my hike yesterday, that's what I took with me.
right,
My little twig stove. That was my source of heat. That was my source of cooking. That was everything. And I mean, like I made a pile of twigs, and I only used about half of them.
yeah, yeah,
And when you looks at what I got when you looks at the video and you sees what I got on the ground there, you'll say, that's nothing. You're not going to have a fire with that. But I was able to fill my pot completely and boil it with just that.
sure, absolutely.
It doesn't take a lot of wood to keep a fire going.
Once you get it lit, that little place those little twigs right in the open slot, and you'll have a
Yep.
flame all along, man. Sure will. And it throws
So
out a surprising amount of heat, man. It really does.
They do. I mean, and you can sit right next to it,
And feel it. And feel it. Yeah, you sure can.
so you don't have to worry about getting too close to it or whatnot. It's
Right.
is like having the next closest thing I could say to having would be like a jet boil or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
You can sit right beside it. You're not going to get burned. You'll feel some warmth from it.
Right. And
And just
within a minute or two after letting it go out, it's cool enough to almost touch.
Yep.
You know, so, yeah.
Yep. Well, I dumped my twig stove, and literally with less than a minute, I was packing it back in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. I really like them. They do quite well. They sure do.
But my idea, I think, for challenges coming up is going to be something along the lines of, I'm going to go down in the back.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take my gear, and I'm going to set up my camp somewhere where you would look at me and say, "Why would you try to camp there?"
Yeah.
Type thing. Other things would be like 10-item survival nights,
Sure.
because I can really only go for one night at a time at the moment.
Right.
So like 10-item survival night, or go to the dollar store and say $25 or $50 dollar store. Because I know people have done like the $250 Walmart challenge. You go in, you buy a tent, you buy this, you buy. You can only spend $200. Well, go to a dollar store and do $50 in the dollar store, because the dollar stores has food,
Right. Tools.
right?
Yeah.
Tools,
Yeah.
tarps, little
Yeah.
camping sections, right? So I can go in there and I can say, okay, $50 is my limit, and keep the receipt with the stuff. And here's my receipt. Here's my stuff. I'm spending the night with just this.
I heard that. Yeah. There's all kinds of little unique things that we can do. You know. So sure
Hey,
enough.
Tennessee Bushcrafter, thanks for coming in.
Yeah. We were in Jones.
But yeah, there's tons of little things that we can do with stuff like that, and
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm gonna say, okay, well, I did it, so I'm challenging Dave to go and do it.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing it because I'm doing it for my channel.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
If you guys want to follow suit and say, okay, well, say you wants to do it too. Okay, well, we'll do it for this week, and then that week, at the end of the week, or that Monday or whatever, that's when we'll drop the videos.
there
so
you
we
go.
can
Yeah.
generate views.
Or if you
stuff
don't
like
want to
that.
do that, just do something of your own. You know, just go
Yeah.
outside. And,
Yeah.
So
The whole point of it is to get outside and have
have
good
fun.
fun.
there you go. And turn the TV off and just go outside, man. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Right? I mean, like, I don't. Now, me and Nicole have been watching the Alone series.
I have too. I've seen quite a bit of them. Sure enough.
Yeah, I'm fully up to date, but I started rewatching it because she hasn't seen none of it.
Ah, okay.
But she started looking at some of my videos, and then she started watching this Alone series. And she's looking at the Alone series, and she's looking at me, and she said, "You can do that better than that."
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, "I know." And she says, she looks at me because this one guy was here, and he had food, and he had water, and he had shelter, and he had it made so it was basically like a home.
Right.
And he packed up and left and tapped out.
I remember seeing
Nicole
some of them
said to
like
me,
that.
she said, "If you ever tapped out like that," she said, "and I knew you had food and water and everything there," she said, I'd send you back. I said, "You'd have no worries," I said, "because if I was in a situation like that and I had the food and the water and everything, and they were coming doing their med checks and whatever else, and they
Right.
came and you showed up with them, and I'm still there going along best kind, and they came and you showed up and said I won, I'd say, can you come back next week?"
Yeah, and you know, I've seen a couple of them actually tap out because they were lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
lonely.
what I said. Like, one of these guys, and one guy was an army guy, big tough guy. I'm not afraid of nothing and this, that, and everything. If I sees a bear, they better call some help for the bear.
Uh huh.
First night he was there, 2 bears showed up at his camp.
I'm out of
Next
here.
morning, he
Beam me
pressed the
up.
button.
Yep.
Next morning, he lasted 1 day after
Yeah.
all that smack talk. It was like, but
Yeah.
you don't know what Canada wilderness is like. Don't turn around and say you're not afraid of a bear, because I know down in Virginia and that you guys have bears and that, but what, 500-600 pounds on the big
You know,
side?
I guess I've never actually seen one in the wild here. You know, so
Try 800-900 pounds here.
yeah, but
Bears are bigger here for whatever reason. I don't know why, but
But
they
you know
are.
what though? I've always heard people. The bigger problem here is like bobcats and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but
We got bobcats in that here.
yeah, I knew one guy went up. I guess
And,
I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, longer than that maybe. Well, anyway, he went out hunting for deer, and he walked into a clearing, and here was a bobcat. Okay, and that bobcat came at him and ate his butt up. I mean, just
Yep. Yep.
He
Claws
walked,
and teeth.
yeah, he walked around for a good month, you know, with his hind parts just literally tore to pieces, you know, and so.
Hey, Kenny and Deb, thanks
Hey,
for coming
man.
in.
All right, but yeah,
Hey,
some of those guys on the lone girls too. I mean, tapping out because I'm lonely. All right, why would you even sign up for a show like that if
You know
knew
you're
could-
going to be left alone.
Yeah,
But you
you're
know
gonna be
what?
alone.
You know what I've also heard about it now? I don't know how much truth to the matter there is, but apparently they check in with you every single day on the radio.
I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it either, because they can't leave you there for a month without checking on you. Anything could happen.
right.
I mean, like, what if you had a heart attack? What if you slipped and you couldn't reach that button to press?
Right.
They have to check on you daily, obviously, but you know, even somebody phoning to say, "Hey, are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm good." "Okay, goodbye." Click.
Yeah. And
You're
that's
not
really,
alone.
yeah, that's really all you need to do. I mean, go out see him once every little bit, and if it looks like it's a
But,
health
uh,
issue, you know,
Yeah.
you've
But
lost
as far
too much
as-
weight.
The whole animal thing goes with things to watch out for. Okay, you got a bobcat, cougar. We got cougars,
Right.
pumas.
Pumas,
Mountain
mountain
lion.
lion. Yeah. We got snakes.
You got snakes. We got wolverines.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Huh? Wolverine is the biggest and strongest member of the weasel family. They've been known. They will actively hunt something that's 5 times bigger than themselves.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
A wolverine can be anywhere from 40 to 80 pounds.
Woo.
Now, on a 40-pound wolverine, stop and think about that. How many people do you know 160 pounds?
Yeah, that's for sure. Really. Yeah, not
A
many.
wolverine will hunt you.
Yeah. Damn.
Right?
Yeah. I still think my biggest fear would be the two-legged type. The two-legged predator, the human being, you know?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when you're out in a situation like that where you're all alone,
Yeah.
Moose is my biggest concern. Even
It
over
is.
bear, I'd be more worried about a moose coming,
They stomp the
especially
hell out
when we
you.
get into the fall of the year.
In that rut.
Yeah, because the moose in the rutting season is more dangerous than a black bear.
Right. Yeah. And they get what, about 2,000 pounds, something like that.
Yeah, and a small moose, you're looking at probably 800-900 pounds for a young one.
Right.
So you get up into 2,000 pounds. That's a crazy amount of animal to be coming after you,
That's
and
for
they
sure.
can move.
Yeah.
They're not slow.
By the time
You
think
think
about
of these things slumbering along, they can move when they want to.
Tennessee Bushcrafter said, the main problem with the loan is it isn't true survival when you have to abide by the reservation or local regulations during fish and game. Well, that's true. You can't tear the wilderness to pieces,
No, you still have to follow local regulations and stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean, like, that's just common sense. Even if you were in a true survival situation where you're left out there and you had your stock, say, to strip the land of everything,
right,
doesn't make sense because you don't know how long you're going to be there.
That's true.
So if you strip the land of everything, you're diminishing your own renewable resources.
Absolutely. And how many times have you seen? Hey there. How many times have you seen on these old westerns and stuff? The first thing you want to do is create like 300 or 400 yards of space around their cabin. Burn it down, chop it down, incinerate it, but me personally, I'm going to want to be able to stay hidden in that woods as much as I can. So
yeah, but that's like Tennessee Bushcrafter was saying. It's like on that one season where they had to wait 21 days before they were allowed to fish. Exactly.
Right.
Now, that being said, if you were there alone and you caught a fish, who's gonna know? Only you, unless you're filming it. It's like there was one season where Mrs. had a fox hunting her track line.
Right.
Well, off camera, I'd be eating pretty good because no, you're not allowed to hunt fox, but I'd be having fox.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it wouldn't be on camera. Hey Tarsha, how you doing?
Hey Tarsha,
thanks for coming in.
Yeah. Good to see you.
Hi Nicole. Everybody expects Nicole here now. The newest maniac, how you doing? That's Skipper, right? He calls you Skipper. You're from Canada?
That I don't know.
I believe he is. If it's who I'm thinking of, looks like Santa Claus.
Ah, okay.
Is that Skipper? Is that who it is? Yes, Skipper. Yep. Hi. I was right.
Right.
I'm finally starting to learn something from you two.
That's right,
I am horrible with names and stuff, guys.
Well, I'm gonna tell you though, seriously, as these channels get bigger.
From Edmonton. He's from Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, you have a hard time remembering everybody. It really will. Yeah.
I have a hard time remembering my name when I wakes up in the morning, let alone everybody else.
Yeah.
I gets up in the morning and I says, "Oh yeah, it's me."
It's me. Yeah.
You get to that point where you don't know. When you wake up in the morning, you don't know if you can get out of bed or not.
Oh, I have mornings like that. Yeah, and a lot of times it ain't got nothing to do with physical pain. It's my brain saying, I really don't want to do this.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I'll get up today. Yeah. Past few mornings, I've actually slept in a little bit. I've been shutting off. I've been shutting off because I have an alarm set for just stuff that I have to get up and do in the days. Yeah. And there's been a few mornings where I'm like, the alarm goes off and I'm like, click. Nope.
Yeah.
Not today.
As of today, I have 85 days left before I retire, and I cannot wait. I really can't.
I don't say you can't.
Yeah. And,
that's gonna be some nice when you get off like that.
Oh my goodness, that final day. Oh man, that final day, driving away is gonna be like, yay, man, I can't believe it. But
yeah, you're gonna wait. You know what's gonna happen? I can tell you exactly what's gonna happen. The few days after, you're going to get up thinking you got to go.
Right. Yeah. You're right.
You will. You'll wake up.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I says that is because it's like anything. When I quit smoking, I was quit smoking. I was at work, break time. I ran out and I sat in my car. And I'm sitting in my car and I'm looking around. And I'm saying, why did I come out and sit in my car? Like, I don't smoke anymore.
Right.
Why am I here? What am I doing out sitting in the car? Because I used to smoke in the car, especially if it was rainy out or anything like that. So I ran out and I sat in the car. I did that 4 days in a row.
Oh, wow.
On all of my breaks. On all of my breaks. Not just one break. All of them.
Oh.
I'd run out and sit in the car.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, stop and think about it. I was like, why am I sitting in the car? I don't have to be out here. So then I eventually started getting into the habit of not.
My biggest thing to really going to try to get used to is I have been in uniforms for 40 years.
Yeah.
To think that every day now after that I can get in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt or a hoodie.
Not have to worry about getting up and having that uniform ready. And
right. And there's no yes sir, no sir. It's just, howdy neighbor,
How are you today? Get away from me.
Yeah.
That's your two biggest phrases now. Hey, how you doing? And get away from
me. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Vanessa says trying to.
Hi, Vanessa.
More retirements at 80, huh? Yeah, 80. I'm 62. Yeah, I'll be 62 here in about, 5 weeks? Something like that. So,
that's long enough to be working,
Yeah.
You think about it. When did you first get into to do the service?
Oh, let's see here. I graduated high school in 79, so it was just thereafter.
So what, you're like 18?
Yeah, 19, I think.
19?
I joined the Marines for 5 years.
For 41 years you've been working.
Yeah. I think October will be the 41st year, something like that, But I joined the Marines not long out of high school. Spent 5 years there. Then 27 and a half or so years U.S. Postal Service. And then the last 9 working for a local police department.
Yeah.
So that's the
steady go all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so ready to, just no more. Yeah. Vanessa says she is 60. Well, you're not too far from retired U.S. Air Force, 80 to 96. Cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, thank you all for your service. I'm Canadian, but hey. It still means something.
Well, when I was stationed in Bermuda for a while, we did have Canadian Armed Forces with us.
Yep.
Yeah, they were.
The Canadian. A lot of people don't realize Canadian and U.S. forces do a lot of training together.
Yeah. I mean, they wanted to spend a lot of time with us because they were always wanting to come over see us because we always had all this unusual food in these packages and stuff, and they were like, "Can we try one of those?" Yeah, just go belly up to the bar, man, and tell them you want a pack of meatloaf. I said, don't blame us if you get sick.
They will get it for you.
Yeah, but if you get a tummy ache, don't blame me.
Don't come back to us when your stomach is hurt.
Yeah, but usually the food was quite good. It wasn't that bad. I mean,
well, that's one of the things a lot of people don't realize too. You want it in the flame? Yeah, it's gonna blacken.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm still trying to make sure it's fully thought out too. A lot of people don't realize that when you join into the armed forces and that, they take a lot of small guys. And they turn them into big guys.
Right.
How do they do that? They're not working them to death to do that. They're feeding them.
They're feeding. Yeah, that's right.
Feeding them and working them. It's the two things in conjunction because they're not just going to feed you and make you overweight.
Yeah.
They're going to feed you good, but you're going to work hard.
It's like I told Devil Dog the other day that I remember one of our drill instructors saying, "You either going to be the deadest or the strongest, one of the two."
Yeah. So, but that's what makes you big and Ooh, get off me.
Uh-oh, sparks.
Flankers! And it went in the worst possible place.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to say where, but it went in the worst possible place.
I would imagine, yeah. Plumbing Central, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It went for the Central America region, we'll say.
Yeah, there you go. I heard that.
But no, my brother-in-law, he joined the army, and he was like that.
Right.
He was literally the twig.
Mm-hmm.
But when he came back,
Bulked up.
like
Huh?
when he went there, he was about, I'd say, 80, 90 pounds.
Right.
But when he came back, he was close to 200 pounds.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But not overweight.
Right.
Just
solid. Yeah.
solid, right?
Yeah. But
Now that he's out of it, he's out of all the routines. Now he's a little overweight.
But yeah, when I was like stationed in Bermuda, then we went up to Norway. We had pretty large contingents of Canadian Armed Forces with us. You know, you cross the U.S. Sector, and right behind that you can see the Canadian flag. You know, and generally, because of the equipment, you really couldn't tell the difference between the two countries because they were basically using the same stuff. You know, so.
What did you see? What I did with Devil Dog with the package I sent him?
What'd you send him?
I sent him the package, and I had the Canadian flag and the Newfoundland flag.
Right. Okay.
So he hung them up on the wall on his board, like up over his sticker board. He got the Newfoundland flag with the Canadian flag up over it.
Oh, okay.
And he was on talking about it, and that's it's really nice of him to put it up and stuff. And I was on, he was on, and I said, God, nothing more beautiful, I said, than a Canadian flag hanging on an American's wall.
I bet that got him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. he just laughed, right? Like
he's gonna send you the flag of the U.S. and then the First Marine Division probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it'd be kind of like a blue flag with the what do you call that? The Southern Cross on it, you know, the star formation. Yeah, yeah. Well, my Northern Guard USDA 9A is in the house, man.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Don't mind me if I misses anybody, guys. Just make a shout out at me or something and let me know. My computer's kind of on the blink, so it's hard for me to type in the comments.
Right.
If I put my cursor now in the comments section, the V is constantly coming up or the dotted line. Like, just watch. I'll just watch chat for a second. Here's what I got coming up in my thing. Okay. Oh no, I can't because it's 1,014 characters there. Right?
Oh, okay.
And you can only have 200 to make a comment.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like just constantly, the buttons are just messed up on it. So it's okay if I'm just using my mouse, but it's very hard to type and answer anybody's questions. So if I do miss you, just type it in bold letters or something. And if Nicole don't get it, if I don't get it, Nicole will.
There you go.
Because she's watching the chat for me too. That's one of the things.
All right, man. That's awesome.
She's keeping an eye on things for me too.
Yeah.
So it's great to have help with this.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Yep. A helper is
But
always.
what have you got on the plans now for the night, Dave? Anything or?
Not really.
I just coming up after mine.
Yeah, we'll do our normal live, and then tomorrow we'll go outside and try to get a few things done. We get off of work and try to cope with that final 90-something degree day. You know, and then
how's the wine coming along?
The peach wine looks like it's starting to clear up pretty good now, and
Nice.
so I'm thinking probably a few more days we'd be ready to see what it tastes like, you know. But
I just started a blueberry wine.
Did you? Oh, okay, cool.
But I don't have yeast in it.
Ah, okay.
I'm just letting it naturally ferment.
Ferment, yeah.
What's that? Yes, we said hello. my Northern Gardens just went out.
Yep. Tennessee Bushcrafters. So I'm gonna go finish yard. Had a few downpours. Yeah. Well, what you're having is what we'll be having tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I'm certain that we are off this weekend. Now next weekend we're going to be 7
Hey,
straight
score
days.
one with the big guy.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Next weekend will be 7 straight days. We'll be working like 1 o'clock in the morning all the way like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturdays and Sundays, and that will be the absolute, really the last big project that I have. And from about the second week of October to the end of the road, it's kind of like starting to chit, slacking down and stuff. And
Yeah.
It feels good to be able to say that everything that I'm doing now is the last of something. Yeah.
This is the last time for this. This is
The last time for this. I'll never do that again. And if I do come back here, we'll be wearing civilian clothes, and I'll stand from the sideline and watch it. Yeah. Tennessee Bushcrafters is 103 heat index now. It's hot here too, man. It sure is. It's but the sky is clear. But this time tomorrow, it should be kind of rocking and socking. That's the way they're talking.
Well, by the time 7:30 hits here now, which is the 6 your time,
Yep.
the sun is down and it's dark.
Yeah.
So I got my lamp out with me for the light.
So when we fall back on November 6th.
Yeah.
Back 1 hour.
Yeah.
Does that create a 2.5 hour spread?
For a little while it might.
Yeah.
For a little while it might. Cause I don't know exactly when our clocks go back.
Right.
But for a little while it might make a 2 hours, 2.5 hour difference.
2.5 hour
So
spread.
there might come a day, guys, where I goes online
Mm-hmm.
and Dave is not going to be up for 2.5 hours instead of just, or actually
Right.
3.5 hours instead of just the 2.5 hours or the 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I might end up online an hour early and be like,
Right.
"Where's Dave? How come Dave didn't come online?"
Yeah.
Because I'll be saying that. How come Dave is not online?
We're all twisted up. Yeah, that's for sure. But I suspect, I saw something that the U.S. Congress did, and I think they had made a statement that come 2025, they were going to end all this foolishness of this daylight saving stuff and let the sun rule the times. Let the solar time be the official time for the U.S. because.
Well, that's part of the reason why I'm on the half-an-hour time zone here is because the sun rises here first.
Yeah, because you're way out.
We're way out, we're way out past everything in North America.
Right.
I don't know, but we might even be out past the things in South America.
It would be right close, and the whole continent, 2 continents are kind of cockeyed.
Yeah.
Hunting and stuff with J&J is in the house, man.
Nice. And I think Nicole said Jonesy was here.
I thought I saw. Yeah, there he is up top there, up near the
Hey,
top.
Jonesy.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey, hunting and stuff with J&J. Don't be shy, guys. Come on up on panel if you want. I got enough room here for 6 people.
That's for sure.
Always nice to have people up chatting.
Here in about 25 minutes, I'll go.
Now, Nicole took 2 hot dogs and left one. So, you know what, Nicole? I'm making this other hot dog, and if you don't come back for it, I'm going to eat it.
We had hot dogs and brats yesterday for dinner. We sure did. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And my wife likes them where they're absolutely incinerated.
That's the way Nicole likes stuff.
Yeah.
I'm more keep it in the coals and let it heat up and roast. She's more put it in the fire and wait till it turns black and charcoal.
There you go. To actually cracks and stuff. Splits completely open and stuff. Yeah. Grumpy Grunt is in the house, man. Good to see you there.
Hey, Grumpy. How you doing?
All right, man.
I feel privileged. That's twice Grumpy has jumped into my...
Yeah. We might see Mattisfaction on the live here later on tonight. So.
Hey, Skipper. How you doing?
Skipper, how you doing?
Lord Lipton, Jesus, buddy. That's yeah. You get a half an hour early so the skippers can see the bloody birds.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. They're up early here. The rooster even crows a half an hour early here. If I sent my rooster down to the Dave, it'd crow a half an hour early.
He'd love
You
to
got-
get shot.
You get fresher eggs that way.
Yeah. You hear a cock, a bang. Yeah. Half hour later, we'd having fried chicken.
Rumpy one. This. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Well, I talked to
He's a busy
Mattis
guy, he
Faction.
is.
I talked to Mattis Faction yesterday, and he said he may make an appearance on the live tonight.
Nice.
And, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Satisfaction comes on after yours.
Yes, he does. Yeah. So, but there were a few folks that he wanted to see, and then I sent him the same package that I sent to you, Al. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And there were a few people that got a couple of different things, but most everybody got,
The same package, huh?
the same thing, because I
Well,
wanted to
it's
see,
like when I sent. It's like when I sent out that little bow drill package. Everybody
Right.
got a bow drill.
right.
Everybody that I sent the package to, they got a bow drill.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
I tell you the truth, I was starting to wonder how long it would take to cross the border, but it was what?
It
I don't
came
know,
pretty quick.
Yeah, what, about 8 days, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. 8 or
Yeah.
9 days, 7 or 8 days, somewhere around there. I'll have to have a look at the envelope
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
postmark is on the envelope.
But we sat there at the U.S. Postal Facility here in Newport News, Virginia, and the girl says, you got to fill out the white form because it's crossing the border. And I'm sitting there, we were sitting there talking. Should we write the word fire starter or just ferro rod? Or I said,
I just, you know what I puts on it?
What's that?
Camping supplies.
Camping supplies. Okay. But
Just because if they see anything with fire starter, they might turn around and charge you for dangerous goods.
yeah, or even just turn it around and send it back.
Yep.
So,
I actually had a letter returned to me there the same day I got your envelope. Actually, it was in the mail with that. This is somebody that I follows their channel all the time, and I was asking them, like, because they had your address up online. And I was asking them because it was a while ago, and I didn't see. I went down their about section and everything, couldn't find a new address for them. So I kept asking them, "Is this the right address?" And never heard back from them at all. So I said, "Frig it." I said, "I did up the letter. I put the sticker on that in it. And I sent it."
was it a U.S. destination or?
No, it was a Canadian destination. Hi Sheila, thanks for coming in. So anyway, I was none the wiser. I figured, okay, they got it. Went to them because it was a month ago or more I sent it.
Right.
So anyway, the other day, opens up the mailbox, your letter's there, and that's there. No longer at this address. Oh well, I guess they're not getting a sticker. So now I got a sticker, and actually, I have the one sticker left now, and that's that. And I was going to send it to Rusty.
Ah, okay.
So Rusty, if you want to email me your address, my email's in the about section. You send me your address, and I'm going to send you out my very last channel sticker that I currently have done up before the new batch gets done up, because the new batch is going to look different. So this one is going to be a bit of a collector's item.
Okay. And I got two of your the original ones.
You got the original one, and you got the one that I just got back.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So those two are going to get sent out, because Rebecca got one. I gave one to Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, and I'm pretty sure I gave one to Danny Day's Homestead.
Uh-huh.
But if not, I'm going to be sending Danny some stickers anyway.
Cool. Awesome.
Well, I hope you have better luck than I had the last batch of stickers I got, because I was
Yours
waiting
were
on a
lost?
batch that they're supposed to be 3 inches across. So they sent me these bloody things, so you can't tell there. There's a silver dollar.
Ah.
You can see it's
Yeah,
only
that's
it's
not
only
3
the
inches
size
across.
of You can't even see what's on it.
Right.
Well,
No
that piece of
detail,
crap.
huh? Yeah.
So I got to order a whole new batch with a different design.
Cool.
Where'd you order them from?
Oh, I went to Vista Print, which I
Yeah. We've been using Sticker Mule down here.
I used Sticker Mule, and they did some really. The
Good
detail
work.
put into my stickers was done really good.
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who we use.
okay,
Sticker
and
Mule.
that's ordered through the States.
Yes,
think they- yeah,
there is a
States.
Canadian site. There is a Canadian site that you can order them on, but it's still printed and shipped from the States.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll look at them, see what they can do.
But
Yeah.
they have some pretty good prices. It's not too bad. And they got all sorts of, whether you want the holographic ones or circles or squares or.
Oh, that's even better.
And before they send it to you, they send you a proof. That way you can approve it.
Yeah.
Good.
You actually have to, when they send you the email with the proof in it, if you don't respond to it, they're not going to print it.
They're not gonna print it. So
Mhm.
yeah, you
So
gotta
you
be
can get
happy
the double
with it, or
check.
they're not gonna do it at all. So
Okay.
yeah.
And
Jonesy.
they're really good. Hey, Jonesy, how you doing?
Good morning.
Conversation.
Good evening.
If you, and I tell you now, I ordered from Sticker Mule. Once they sent me someone else's stickers, which was, which is the lot numbers was one off, and they just sent the wrong batch out to me. So I wrote them an email. Within a week, I had my stickers, no problem. And another batch of stickers I ordered said it was delivered, but they never got delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm home all day. I said, nobody came with nothing to my door. So they just issued a brand new batch to me and sent them out, no questions asked.
Yeah. I haven't
Really
had
good
any-
customer service.
Yeah, I haven't
I
had
was
any
really
problems
happy.
with them. But I'm here in Virginia, USA, and within like 2 days, it's here.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. I wonder if they post to Australia.
I don't know. There might be a Sticker Mule office in
You
Australia
should.
for all we know.
I think you can get them in Australia too. I think they'll ship anywhere
Nice.
because they have stuff all through England.
Yes, they sure do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll check
A
them
lot
out.
of the
because-
advertisements I get coming up is in Euro.
Right. Yeah.
Like when it comes up is 20 euros for 50 stickers or something like
But
that.
they make all sorts of things. They, like I said, they make the tape that you would close a package on with your channel name
Yep.
on it.
You can get
cut-
custom tape, and I think they do. I think they got a T-shirt line and everything now.
yeah, T-shirts. I think they even have like some cups and stuff.
Yeah.
Coasters and all that stuff. So yeah,
Interesting.
So it's
Interesting.
worth having a look. It's worth having a look.
yeah.
It really is.
I think you'll be
Right.
pleased with them. Yeah.
For us big celebrities of YouTube, eh? We got to.
While you talking about Jonesy, I looked at your subscriber count. You're shooting up there, my buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got a bullet. I'm up to over 200. I get to about 212, and then it goes down to 211, 209, then it goes up to 10, then it goes. I'm down to 3 now, 203. So they've done a
That's
big,
YouTube picking them
Yeah.
off. Don't worry about that. That
You know,
happens to
big-
everybody.
yeah. I know.
Mine was at 374, and now it's at 372.
Yeah. Yeah. YouTube. Well, I can remember
Going
we got near the 1K thing, and I know you remember this, Al. It went over like 5 times and came back over. It was like you were watching a football game. You get into the end zone, and then somebody.
He's
throw a
winning.
flag.
No, he's not.
No,
He's winning.
not.
No, he's not.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah. Then finally
Hey.
we made it over, and there was no flag or whistle blown. So I said, "We're in." So,
Did
There you go.
you realize today is Thursday here, obviously the 22nd, and it's our National Day of Mourning for the Queen today.
right.
So the
Ours
whole
was
country's
Monday gone.
just grinded to a halt, and yeah, so it's Hey, there's my favorite. There's my favorite fan, Sheena.
Sheena.
Love your work, Sheena. She loves everyone
Hi, Sheena.
in a nice
Sheena.
way.
Yeah. About the only
Yeah.
thing they did here in the U.S. is yesterday the U.S. Department of Defense said on behalf of the U.S. Armed Forces and the people of the United States, to all Britons and all those who hold sovereign over the Queen, may we express our deepest, most heartfelt condolences to all of you. That's about what they did.
Mm. Well, it's history in the making. Like it's never going to happen in our lifetimes again. So it's
Right.
Not with someone that reigned for that long.
70 years.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh man, that's like the coins, Skip. It's like all the coins now. I've taken a keen interest now, and I went looking for my coin collection because I used to have a coin collection from a long time ago.
Mhm.
All these weird and wonderful coins, and I didn't realize, but I gave it to my grandson. The wife, that's an old man's moment. The wife said, "You gave it to Kobe," and I went, "Did I?" He said, "I'm sure you did." And then I went, "Wow!" And then I rang him up, and he's going, "Yeah, Pop, I got it." I said, "You're collecting?" He goes, "No, not really." I said, "Mate, keep collecting. I've started you off. Keep it going, buddy." So,
Well,
yeah,
here's another thing though I was thinking about with that, because Elizabeth took the crown when she was young. She was like in her 20s, right?
Yeah.
So now she passed away.
Charles is what, in his 70s, right?
Charles is in his 70s, so he's not going to last very long.
Oh no.
Right? So this is how that ends up happening, because then the next one in the bloodline is Charles's son, isn't it?
William. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And William is
30 something? 40?
he's in his 40s, I think. So he'd be the next one that would be a long time ruler, so to speak.
mm-hmm.
And that depends on how long
Charles holds out.
Charles lives.
Yeah.
Man,
Because if-
the,
He's 70 now. He could live to be 95, 100 years old.
Yeah.
That's 30 years. Then William is in his 60s and 70s when he gets it.
Yeah.
mhm.
So then William's son is only 9.
You never
He
say
could
no.
be the one.
Well, no one lives forever, and you never know when your number's up. Your number's up too. So that
If you look
Yeah.
historically at the royal family, the Saxe-Coburg-Gotha line, which is the Windsor line,
Mhm.
the women tend to live a little bit longer than the men, but they all still seem to get into their 90s.
Yeah.
So unless of course they have something like cancer or some terrible disease that catches them earlier. So you're looking at Charles at least 20-25 years, I think.
Right.
yeah.
I mean, what set Elizabeth up was didn't the other fellow didn't he abdicate or something because of
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
You're talking.
Wallace Simpson or whatever thing
Yes,
was? Or-
yeah,
Yeah.
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 But her dad died at 54, wasn't it?
That was Bertie. His name was Bertie
yes, yeah.
Albert.
Yep.
So when he abdicated, he wasn't even in taking the crown for what 7 or 8 months. Not
Something
very
like
much.
that. Yeah. And I don't think he ever really did much anything officially.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't want. He didn't want to be king.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be. He was too smitten with Wallace Simpson, a twice divorced woman that
That's right.
the British people just could not cotton to.
Yeah.
It's a bit like what's going on with Harry, isn't it?
Well, not quite
is.
though.
Ah,
Not
come
quite
on.
though. I think what it is there is more that Meghan Markle is got the American mentality. She's basically a Republican. Sorry, she's not a monarchist,
Right.
and she didn't
Yeah,
want to put up with the BS that she was seeing in the royal family and all these traditions she didn't want.
Right.
And of course, Harry was smitten with her, and he followed her along and gave up his HRH. And you know what? That's fine. I mean, I know
Yeah.
the British people really are pissed off with him. A lot of people are pissed off with him. But that man has done so much for veterans
Oh yeah.
and all his patronages that he's done. Putting aside walking away from the monarchy, he is still very, very active in helping people.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
done a
that's-
lot of good for a lot of people. He has.
Yep.
That's coming from his mum, that's for sure.
And
Yeah.
really, Queen Elizabeth really she adored Harry.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought I'd, since there's only one American on the panel here, I thought I'd throw that out there.
I appreciate it. Appreciate
Uh,
it. Yeah.
So
Hey,
I was-
Just to help you along with your channel, Dave.
Yeah, of course, that's right. You know,
Jonesy-
go ahead.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Jonesy should be able to just go down to the local pub and put an ad up for his, and he should double his subscribership.
Yeah.
You reckon? Oh man, it's my mates out here. Honestly, the music crowd or my friends are so self-centered. It is unusual for them to do anything to follow you, to to subscribe. Like everyone thinks subscribing is how much is that going to cost?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go.
If I subscribe to everybody's channel, I'm going to be having so much to pay out.
Right.
Right?
I've
Yeah.
had to explain that a number of times. That you can set up a YouTube channel; it's for free. You know,
That's
there's
it.
no money at all involved in this. You know, I mean, and if anything, you're likely to get more stuff back than you actually sent out. You know, so
Be sure.
Jeez,
Well,
I
for
joined
starters-
YouTube in 2011. I didn't start a channel until 2019.
yeah.
The best
Yeah.
and biggest thing that you get back is friends.
Yeah.
Very true.
Very true. I mean, look
Because
right up here now. I mean, in any
none of
other
us ever would have
circumstance-
met.
No, you got three different countries here, right here.
No, you
know?
don't.
So
Aussie.
We're under a sovereign nation, the three of us.
yeah.
Hey,
But yeah,
I
You
see
got
that
three
hot dog
different-
is disappearing.
oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to
This
do
one's
some
still come
gardening.
up. Look for it now.
You want
It
to?
is 6:26 a.m. in the morning,
Oh, okay.
and the wife's come out to do some
Stuff.
gardening. And she's looked at me and went,
Come on, let's go.
"Because I'm usually
There's
not
a
home
patty
on
melon
the
out here with your name on it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll look for the next video of that too. That's coming out very soon. So,
Okay. Yeah, I saw the
some-
Patty Melon video the other day. I sure did.
I gotta watch your new one that you put up, where you're
The
showing
beach.
off the beach. I
Yeah,
saw the
that's-
one where you were down on the beach.
Yeah, this is just another.
And you had
I
all
was
the
up.
music. I never saw
Yeah,
this
I
one where you were just showing like from back away. I think.
Yeah, but that's the original view from the lookout, and then I go down onto
Yeah.
that beach as well. But that's
Okay.
just another beach video. But I'm looking forward to getting a drone so I can actually
Get some drones
Pilot.
over.
Get some
highlight
yeah.
it better. Yeah.
That would be beautiful. I really would. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I got a
have these on-
drone, but it's a little too windy here to use it.
Yeah.
I'll-
You go
yeah.
and help your wife. Thanks for coming in, Jonesy. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'll have-
we'll see you on
Okay.
Dave's live later on.
Always a pleasure, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always.
love-
Take care, man.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll
All right.
have you on in the pocket in the phone, so I'll be
Alrighty.
listening.
Sounds
that's
good,
it.
man.
I will.
Wow. All right.
Let me out! He got me in his pocket.
Hey,
Devil dog did that too.
I'm gonna go slide out, and I'll see you in just a few minutes.
Yeah, about half an hour you'll be up and live. So.
All right, buddy. Take
Hold on a
care.
minute.
See you in a little bit. See you later, Skipper.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely been. I thought I lost everybody then for a minute. I got right from when Dave leaves, all that the background noise goes away.
Oh yeah.
I thought I lost everybody. I was like, wait now.
It's so quiet.
Yeah. Shh, listen. No, but ow. Struck my elbow. But it's been quite a time here in the past little while with the Queen passing and that. The wife has had nothing but the Queen on TV ever since.
Yeah,
What
it's
she
been
said.
been that way in this house too. Yeah, literally, I feel a pressure on it, almost like a depression. Where, so much has happened. But the one thing I will say over and above, I'm glad I got to see the pageantry, the traditions that, like when they went down that one stretch of road with all the Union Jacks flying, that was impressive as hell. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how much they put into it. But I have to admit, too, the other thing that I was watching a lot of the older folks that were in there. The guys are 70s, 80s, still in uniform. A lot of them Royals. and some of them look like they're ready to pass out. They're like, you don't do all that without. I bet you they're going to sleep for a week.
Well, there was one guy I was watching on it, and he was way up there, and he had just like the big long scepter thing he was carrying,
Right.
and everybody had it right up, nice and neat and perfect on their shoulder. And when he was walking, he was like this, and he was just trying to, like, you could see he was dead tired, but there was no stopping him. Right?
No.
There was no stopping him whatsoever.
And apparently, the number of people that we call it thundering in, when you don't wiggle your toes and you end up passing out. There was only a few of them that happened. Out of all those people that were on there, one of them was a cop en route. He passed out. Fortunately, he wasn't marching on the parade, but and I think there was one soldier that passed out, one of the grenadier guards or whatever, and. They don't touch them when they go down. They don't touch them until an appropriate time. They can go and get, St. John ambulance to go in there and help the guy out. But very interesting. It was actually so well done. And of course, the senior service was there, hauling the gun carriage, the Navy.
Well, you just stop and think how much was put into this. I mean, like, the amount of planning and timing and everything went off without a hitch. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I actually looked back at King George's funeral and the announcement of Queen Elizabeth, and of course it was all in black and white and everything, but almost verbatim, everything they were saying is the same as what happened here. So they took, even though there might be slight variations, this is again. Just repeat tradition. It's just recycle stuff. But now we're seeing it with the drone footage and all the cameras and the different angles.
They had the drone. They had the drone in the chapel, sure.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
Yeah. Hey, Chef, thanks for coming back in. It is really hard keeping up with everybody's lives. Really hard.
It is. I was supposed to be on Coin World UK live, but he's taken sick. So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I don't know. Dale. He's been really struggling with his illness.
Is he okay? Or
it is. It's a result of a surgery he had. So it's they didn't do a good job. The poor buggers.
Oh, no.
So tomorrow I'll be live at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Do my thing.
So that's 5. You're what?
You're what? 2.5, 3.5 hours.
5, 6, 7, 7:30 or 8:30. You'll be on my time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to keep an eye out for that for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have some fun. We'll do the pay it forward reel, and we'll discuss a few things. The only thing that was exciting today is I got an unexpected envelope in from California, of all places.
Oh,
I'm now an official member of the Real Bearded Santa organization.
Oh, nice.
My wife says, if there's anything Christmassy in there, I'm getting it. I said, well, I think there's a pin. I want it. After she saw it said Real Bearded Santa on there, and she said, no, I don't want to wear that.
Well, if you look, I noticed it in my video. I was editing my video today. My hair is all starting to turn. I won't be very long. I'll be all white too.
Well, if you ever decide to join us for a part-time job, it pays bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
If you get a typical mall Santa makes about $50 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you get any gigs where you're doing a corporate event, it's usually $300 an hour.
Oh my God!
If you're doing a community, it's about $150 an hour.
Oh my God! And I'll have to have a big belly and
all you need is some stuffing. Just I actually have the natural stuffing.
I don't need the stuffing. I got it right here.
Well, there you go. Yeah. And then a lot of the guys like you, they'll bleach their beard white. Mine's natural, so it makes it a little easier.
Yeah. Mine is almost there. It's getting there. The hair on my
doesn't
head
take
will be
long.
before my hair.
Actually, my wife's sending me in to see the hairdresser because I got blonde on top.
Oh,
So I'm actually going to be getting it all bleached on top and then lighten it a little bit on the beard. So I'll be like,
nice. Well, this is getting a color pretty soon.
yeah, yours getting pretty long there.
Yeah, mine is. It's down to hair.
Yeah, I would imagine mine will be pretty close to that by the time Christmas is over because I don't from July on I don't touch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be pretty good by then.
But that's like my hair on my head. I actually got a little ponytail now.
First time
Just
I've
let
ever
it go, right?
ears. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah. I know what you're saying because every now and again I get the hair around my ears and
Yeah, it
is
always
there a
feels like
fly on
fun
me or something?
fly going in the ear or whatever.
Yeah. That's what it seems like. It's like, is there a fly on me? Go away.
Ian Bushcraft says, if I didn't shave in July, I'd die. Yeah, well, I'm in Canada, so it's even though it does get rather warm, our summer's only a couple weeks long, so
Yeah, we got time to let it grow.
that's right.
Now, in the meantime, I did get really warm this year for a long time. I even kind of slacked off on going to the woods for a walk, which was a real big downer because I kind of missed a couple of things that I wanted to do when certain times of the year, you know.
Mhm.
But it's cooling off nice now, and I'm back out. I got out yesterday for a walk, so that was good.
See, now when I was really active into the pioneering with the youngsters, I used to have a spar shed, and I had a wide variety of block and tackle and different variety of different ropes, nylon. I had hemp, some 1-inch manila, a whole bunch of stuff in there, and I would teach them how to do picnic tables, flag poles, rope bridges, all kinds of cool things, different pioneering skills I did. And
Yep.
I did that for 30 years.
Oh, neat.
And boy, do I ever miss that.
Yeah.
Now it's hard for me just to get out of bed.
Well, it's like I was saying here to Dave earlier. Like I'm actually starting to be able to get down around now and do some stuff, and what a difference it makes when the weather cools off a little bit. Just being able to go.
Oh, so much. The bugs are less. It's just the comfort level is much better. And even when it gets to the hard winter, I mean, we go out and make quinces and show the kids how to make lean-tos and keep themselves nice and dry, and show them the different types of fires they can make and different types of foods that they can make out there. I'm a big one on bannock. I love different types of bannock, Indian bannock and Eskimo and bannock twist, and no wonder my waistline disappeared. And how to cook on a rock.
Yeah, but that's a big thing. I said to one of the guys at work one day, and he looked at me like I had 10 heads when I said to him. I said, yeah, you go out camping a little bit. Yeah. I said, have you ever cooked your steak on a rock? And he looked at me and said, on a rock? I said, yes, on a rock. And he's like, why would you cook your steak on a rock? I said, next time you goes out, I said, you find a nice flat rock, put it over top of your fire and heat it up and cook your steak on the rock. I said, you will love it.
Yep.
And he tried it and he come back and said to me, he said, that was really good. I said, yeah.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
but he looked at me like I had 10 heads. He was like, what are you talking about? You cook on a rock.
Well, what do you do? I guess he's never tried a pit roast then.
No, God, no. He didn't.
Oh, that's bloody awesome too.
I haven't done that one myself, but that looks like it'll be really, really good.
Oh, it's good. Really good.
That's like, I'd like to do the pig. I'd like to try the pig when he does it like that.
Oh yeah, that would wonderful.
I've seen him.
Absolutely
doing that.
succulent.
They do it for the luau's up in Hawaii, and that they do the pig.
Oh yeah.
I said that must be some good when they dig that up out of the ground. Man, oh man, oh man.
Again, Bushcrafter says, yeah, until you get a rock full of water and it blows.
Well, that's why you don't take rocks from around the river. Don't take river rocks.
And
Rocks.
the curious thing too, a lot of people they're going, oh, you're having a natural campfire. Where are you getting your wood? Are you cutting trees down? I says, you know what? I always look for beaver dam. Because when the beavers, when they gnaw off their wood, the stump they leave is usually typically rots at the bottom. You can kick it out. It's the perfect size for a campfire.
Yeah. Not only that, I don't typically cut down trees unless they're dead.
Yeah, you clear up the deadfall.
Yeah, clear all the dead wood out of the area and use that up, because what you don't realize, like, there's one spot where I built a shelter, and I've been going back and forth, cutting off pieces of wood and stuff like that. And there's one tree and it's down. And in one of my, I don't think it's in a video that I actually released. I think it's in one of my old videos. But the tree fell down, and I was cutting pieces off with use, and I showed, like, you know, cleaning this tree up is actually going to help, because underneath it was 6 or 7 young trees trying to grow up, but this tree was on top of them.
Yep.
So by me cutting that back, those young trees now can grow. And
they're getting the sunlight they need.
Yep. Hey Scott, how you doing? Yes, beavers can help in some ways. They can also be a hindrance.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to throw that out there for you, Mr. Beef. No, I got nothing against the beavers. They're really good eating.
Especially beavers.
Beaver meat is supposed to be as close to beef as you can get out of the wild animal kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
If you grind it up, or even if you cook it up as steak or something like that, it's supposed to be as close as you can get to an actual beef taste from anything out in the world.
Yeah. I'm not keen on venison, even though it's not too bad, but I really love moose.
Yeah.
Oh boy, if it's properly done too, so it's hung properly, and you get rid of that gamey taste, you don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The most succulent. I never tell my wife when I'm bringing home. I make a wild game meal, and they're like, "Dad, this tastes really good." I says, "Yeah." Now, do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, I know. I got a little bit of moose left down in the freezer that was given to me, and that's the one thing with it is it still has a little bit of the gamey taste in it. And that's one thing people don't understand is when you get moose, you gotta hang that sucker up and let it bleed and let it bleed for days. You can't just do it in a day. It has to be there for days. I think it's like Dad.
I've had 10 to 12 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dad used to do it for more than a week.
Yeah. Leave
it to hang and drain, and then afterwards is when you process it up.
Yeah.
Right, because that's where it's gonna taste its best.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's different. I understand if you're catching it and you need food right away. Yes, by all means, cut it up and you can eat it. But it does have a piney, sprucey taste in the meat, because this is what they're eating the most of. They're eating pine and spruce, stuff like that. They're not out eating, grazing grass and that all year round. Hey, CNC Farm, how you doing?
Nicole says, I'm not eating none of it.
No, she don't like moose or anything like that. But if I bring home beaver and cooked it up and never told her what it was, she'd eat it, and she would never know what it was.
That's the point. And if you get a lean cut, I just add a little bit of bacon fat to it.
Yep.
Just a little bit of that oil it needs in there. Oh, it's just beautiful.
Well, I got a jar down on my counter there now. Oh, by the way, Nicole, don't touch that jar of fat that's on the counter, because that's my bacon fat. And when I go to cook up the ground moose net that I got there, I'm going to throw that in it.
Oh yeah, need to.
Just because it adds that extra fat to it. You need that with it.
Not just that, but it also activates your taste buds.
Yep.
It really makes it. That's why everything tastes better with bacon.
Oh God, yeah. You can put bacon on anything and it tastes better.
Anything. Oh yeah. Nicole's going gross.
She don't like it. She don't like moose. My brother sent me down deer, whitetail deer, that he caught in, because he's in BC, and he bottled it and sent it down. Oh my God, you want to talk about good? Oh, and all he did,
melted in your mouth, didn't it?
it just fell completely apart. What I ended up doing was I made a plate of fries, and I took the bottle of meat because it was so soft and falling apart. I took the bottle of deer and put it in a pot and made a gravy right out of the whole thing.
Wow.
And put it over the fries.
Mm-hmm.
The homemade fries with the whitetail deer gravy. Oh, you want to talk about delicious? Oh my God. I said to him, I said, if you got 50 more, you can send them. He was like, no. He said, you're not getting it. But
I actually had the rare honor to be sitting on an observation post in Nicosia, Cyprus in 76. Boy, I really just dated myself there. 76, with a Newfoundlander by the name of Jim Hoke, and his mother sent him a bottle or a canned moose meat. And we were sitting on OP in Cyprus doing UN duty, eating moose meat right out of this canning jar. I'm like, oh man, it was the best ever.
It's so good. It is so good. And the other thing he sent me was salmon too. Fresh caught salmon, and he did the same thing. I say bottled, but it's the canning jars is what it is. The mason jars, don't know.
Right.
I just call it bottled. That's all I ever called it my whole life. But oh my God, was it ever good? I said it almost made me want to get into doing the bottles of meats and that myself. But I'll just wait for him to send me some more. But so good, so
well,
good.
My two sons are still into hunting, so I reap the benefits of their hunting. I don't have to do anything, and
you don't have to do the work, but you get the rewards. That's a good way to do it too.
Butchering for them. I used to do all the butchering as well. Okay, no more. I'm done. Feed me. Oh, I'll take some sausage too, by the way.
That's something I went and done for one of my friends. I was over and he had 6 quarters and he was boning them out because he was making, he was doing all sausage and ground moose out of them. So he had 2 done when I got home. He was on his second one when I got home. And I went up and I was just after getting off work, and I'm a butcher by trade, so when I finished what I was doing up in the house, I went down. He had started his third one, and he said, I said, boy, I said, I'll give you a hand with that. I said, you got a good sharp knife? Yes, he said, here. He gave me the one he was using. It was the sharpest one there. So I said, all right. I said, I started boning one of them out, and he said, hang on now. He said, I'm gonna get a smoke. I'll say a smoke. So he had his smoke, and by the time he was partway done, I had one completely boned out, and he's looking at me like, how did you do that? And I said, easy, boy. I said, it's cut here, and here's your chunk of meat. And he said, but there's bones. I said, there's no bones in that piece. Right? So I ended up boning out the rest of them for him, and cutting off the strip loins and the tenderloins, and I laid the strip loins and tenderloins aside because I said to him, like, as I boned him out, I didn't know at the time he was doing it all for ground and sausage.
Mhm.
So I cut out the pieces for him, the cross rib, the sirloin, the strip loin, the tenderloin. And I had them all on him. I said, so what kind of steaks do you want out of this? And I said, do you have a saw? I said, I can cut your T-bone steaks if you got a hand saw there, right? And he's like, no, just bone it all out. So all right. When I had it all done, he looked at me, he said, do you want to feed for yourself? I said, yeah. I said, I'll take a feed. I said, what are you doing with it anyway? He said, then he told me he's doing all grounds and sausage meat out of it. I said, geez, boy. I said, if I had known that, I wouldn't have been so careful cutting it out. Right? But then he turned around. He had 3 strip loins and 3 tenderloins. He gave me all of it out of the moose.
Oh, sweet.
So, all the best cuts of meat. So, of course, when I got home, I cut the moose into the strips were only small, obviously, but I cut the moose into medallions and the little strips, and I put 2 pieces of the tenderloin in 1 piece of strip, and freeze them in little bags because Nicole didn't eat it, so I had fresh moose for a year. I was eating it. I was like, oh my god, and she wouldn't try it at all. I was like, you don't know what you're missing. I said, that is the best cut of meat you can have. And he had it hung up there. He had it hung for the right amount of time, and there was no game taste in it or nothing like that. So it was perfect. Absolutely perfect. And it's like I told him, I said, any year you want help with anything like that, I said, just give me a call. I said, he knows where I'm to. He knows I don't mind doing it. And I wouldn't even. I just said to him, I said, you don't have to give me all that. I kept saying to him because I would have just took the 1 strip and the 1 tenderloin, and he ended up giving me the 3 and 3. I was like, I don't need all of that. He said, no, boy. He said, take it. He said, you just saved me like 4 hours work. So I said, all right. No, I'm not going to completely argue with him. Oh, I can't hear you. Your mic is gone. No, still can't hear you.
Testing 1, 2,
There
3.
you go. Now
Okay.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Your mic went away.
with all this discussing butchering, I remember I grew up. My mother used to go to the local farmers market, and she used to pick up what they used to refer to as garbage meat. And
Yep.
we'd have stuff like oxtails.
Yep.
All right, and she would get them for like 10 cents a pound, like next to nothing, right? And my mother was a fantastic cook. She was actually a chef de cuisine. So I grew up with this stuff. One day I decided, okay, I'm going to introduce, this is the first time I introduced it to my kids. So I didn't tell them what it was. They're saying, Dad, what are you making? I made this great, big, huge pressure, and I got these old giant pressure cooker. And it's made with a tomato sauce, and, I use some V8 juice and onions and all the garlic and all kinds of good stuff in there. And, put it in there, and it cooks for quite a few hours after it's been I braised the oxtails, and they're sitting there and says, wow, this stuff is really good. And of course I said, yeah, you eat it like corn on the cob. It's absolutely delicious. And afterwards I said, by the way, they're called button bones. And after they ate them all, I said, by the way, those are oxtails. And they said, what? Yeah, they're cowtails.
You can't go to the store now and get them for 10 cents a pound.
Oh, hell no. I got a feed for the family. It cost me $100.
Yep. They're after going to the Roof Seams chicken wings and everything like that. Hi, oh gosh, I just saw somebody coming in. Just an ordinary girl. Hi, thanks for coming in. My live is almost over. In about another 5 minutes or so, I'm going to be shutting down because Dave Collier is going to be going on live. Nicole, if you could kindly find Dave Collier's link for me and drop it, it would be great.
I'm going to enjoy my wife's cooking because she rarely cooks. She's made me stew.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like, yes, I get to have some homemade stuff, and I didn't have to make it myself.
I do a lot of the cooking here. I don't mind cooking. I really likes cooking.
Me
So
too.
I'll cook almost every day. And one of the big things I used to do for a long time, every single Sunday, I was cooking a turkey dinner every Sunday.
Oh man, you must have done a lot of sleeping.
Oh no!
I pass out every time I have turkey.
I love turkey dinner. Love
Oh,
it.
me too.
Well, they're called oxtails because they just are.
It sounds better than cowtail
Yeah,
for some reason.
yeah. Oxtail, I think, is a more roundabout figure because maybe some of them come from the bull, and you don't want to call it a bull tail. People don't want to eat no bull.
No.
You'd be surprised how many people do though and don't know it.
Of course, if you want to play around with bulls, you could always come out west here and have yourself a big plate of prairie oyster.
Oh, there you go. No, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
I know what that is.
Something about people in Manitoba, I don't know.
No, I'm not gonna try no prairie oyster. No. I can't say that because I've tried seal eyes. So, you know. Have you ever had that?
I have never tried that, but I have had whale blubber and some when we went up to we were in Alert, and one of the natives up there friggin' introduced us to some of this. I'm sorry, it's a acquired taste. Best way to put it. They're welcome
That's
to
like
it.
rabbit brain. When a rabbit head is cooked, the brain is actually sweet like candy.
Whoa.
Believe it or not, it's like candy. I know.
Well, you know what? It's worth if you're hungry, and if it tastes good. Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I've had camel kebab. I've had donkey's head. You know, I've had fragrant meat for you animal lovers who may not want to hear this, but dog and cat.
I haven't had cat, but I think I ate dog one time at a Chinese restaurant.
That's funny.
It was a mystery. It was a mystery meat on a stick, and I tried it. It wasn't like anything. It wasn't lamb, and it wasn't pork, and it wasn't cow. I don't know what it was, and it was a little bit stringy. So I'm thinking it might have been dog.
Could be.
Could have been.
Yeah, I had mine in Israel. So
Chef Jonesy had to go and help his wife out in the garden. She pointed at him and said, "You, come here." So he went.
Anyway, I'm going to sign off then. I'm going to let you go, Al, and I will check in the other channel. Did they put that link in there?
Nicole dropped Dave's link there. It's just up a little bit on the channel. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out when I get back after I try to consume whatever it is my wife has put together.
Okay. She just dropped it again there for you too.
All right.
So yeah, thanks for coming up on panel. You're always welcome.
And you're welcome on mine as well. Take care, brother.
You too. So yeah, everybody now, I'm going to be shutting down here now in any minute, and I would appreciate if you guys could all go and raid Dave Collier's channel. Nicole kindly dropped the link there for a second time. He's going to be going live in about a minute or so, and let's all go over there and show him some support. And I really appreciate all of you guys for coming in, hanging out, having a bit of fun with me. And you're all always welcome on my back step, and everyone is always welcome to come up on panel, like I said, so don't be shy and drop in whenever you want. All of my information too is in my about section, so if you guys feel like you want to send me an email or anything like that, go right ahead by all means. I will reply to it as quick as possible. So yeah, type Chief Raid in his chat and he will know exactly where you guys came from. Thanks, Chef. That's a good one. Yeah, you're real shy. You are. All right, on that note, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you once again to everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it. Have a great night, and I'll catch you all on the next one.